Now on CoastTV News.
Bees in crisis, a concerning decline in the bee populations across Delaware. What this means for our environment and the local impact. Police truck vandalized a brazen act in Ocean City. We have details about the incident and the ongoing investigation. Clothing our kids, a surge in demand for children's clothing in Sussex County. How one organization is responding to the growing needs.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Bees in crisis here in Delaware. Good evening. I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with concerns over the native bee population here in Delaware. Native bee populations in the first state have been declining. Our meteorologist Alex Seymour is taking a closer look at why we're seeing these losses and what we can do to help save the bees.
A native sweat bee gathers pollen from a flower of a foxglove beard tongue, while a native two-spotted bumblebee feeds off the nectar of a nine-bark shrub. Scenes like these are becoming less and less common. In fact, native bees are being threatened by a wide range of attacks.
The big ones are habitat loss, habitat fragmentation, habitat degradation, climate change, and pesticides.
These threats are having such a big impact on Delaware's native bees that 11 species native to Delaware are considered species of greatest conservation need. These native bees play a vital role in our ecosystem's health, so it's a big deal if we were to lose them.
Native bees are incredibly important, and that's because there are many species that are specialist bees that will only forage on one or a few species of plants, and without those native bees, those plant species would not be able to spread and reproduce.
So what should we do? How can you help? Turns out we can all do our part to protect these native bees by just taking a few simple steps.
Habitat connectivity is a very important thing. If you put a little tiny pollinator garden in your front yard, it may not seem like a lot of habitat, but it might be enough to provide a corridor to connect pollinators to another patch of habitat.
Native bees play such an important role in maintaining the health of our ecosystem, so it's important that we all take steps to save the bees. I'm meteorologist Alex Seymour in Milton, CoastTV News.
And Delaware is committed to protecting our buzzing friends through the state's beekeeping law. The legislation appoints a state apiarist to oversee bee health. This includes inspecting hives and promoting beekeeping education. According to state law, all honeybee colonies, they need to be registered and inspected. The state supports beekeepers with services like swarm removal, pollination, and a free pesticide application notification system that's called BeeCheck. And this brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know what should be prioritized when it comes to saving the bees. Let's take a look at the updated results from earlier in the news hour. And it's still your leader here, habitat protection. That's number one. We have seen a little bit of a decline in limit development. Everything else you can go ahead and still check out here. If you want to vote, go to coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app. And we're not quite done with the bees yet. A little more buzzworthy news today is actually World Bee Day. The holiday raises awareness about the importance of bees and other pollinators in our ecosystem. The day aims to highlight the important role that bees play in pollinating crops, which is vital for food production and biodiversity. It also emphasizes the need to protect bees from threats like habitat loss, pesticides, and climate change. Everything you just heard about there in the story Alex had. The United Nations designated May 20th as World Bee Day in 2017. It honors the birthday of Anton Jansa, a pioneer of modern beekeeping. The Ocean City Police Department was shocked to find that their mounted unit pickup truck had been vandalized. This past Saturday, the Ocean City mounting unit parked their vehicle behind a shopping center on 118th Street at 5 p.m. And after patrolling Ocean City during the OC cruising event, they came back to find that their vehicle had been vandalized. The Ocean City Police are hoping somebody might have seen this crime occur.
They went back to the truck and trailer, which was parked up on 118th Street, and had discovered one of the tires was completely deflated and the rest of the tires were in the process of deflating, along with finding an expletive word carved into one of our doors.
The Ocean City Police Department is hoping that somebody saw something that night, and they are still investigating the vandalism itself. The Ocean City Council will be discussing the possibility of increasing some parking fines. If you illegally park next to a fire hydrant, that fine might get bumped up from $40 to $100. But the most notable change, that would be an increase to handicap parking violations from $50 to $250. And while some think that this might be a little bit high, one Ocean City local thinks a hefty fine would give violators a much-needed wake-up call.
I think it's a good idea. I think that people that aren't handicapped shouldn't be parking in those spots. And if I was handicapped and found somebody, couldn't find a spot, I would be upset.
The Ocean City Council is doing the first reading on that proposed change as we speak. New in Delaware, former state representative Ruth Briggs King has announced her campaign for lieutenant governor. Briggs King, who served in the State House from 2009 to 2023, plans to focus on improving the economy, enhancing education, and ensuring safer neighborhoods. Endorsed by the Republican Party, she intends to use her experience in education and legislation to address issues facing Delaware families. She urges party unity for the November election and seeks to introduce new solutions after what she calls 32 years of single-party rule. Staying with Delaware politics, a community leader known for his extensive public service is stepping over into the political arena. Mike Simpler, president of the Rehoboth Beach Volunteer Fire Company, has officially filed as the Republican candidate for the 14th District State Representative seat. Simpler aims to focus on local issues, economic growth, and sensible policies. With over 40 years of community service, his platform includes economic relief, improved emergency services, and better health care and education access. He lives in Dewey Beach with his family and plans to make his official campaign announcement in early July. In Dewey Beach, the town manager shared some updates at Friday's council meeting. An outdoor concert is set for Memorial Day weekend, and there's new funding for road repairs and a speed radar trailer to monitor the town traffic. They're fixing issues with stormwater pipes and planting more flowers around the town. For safety, a new speed bump was installed near the playground on McKinley Street. Plus, progress is being made on the new town hall project, and it's moving 5G poles as well. Let's go ahead and take a live look into the Ocean City area. It looks pretty there. We got some cloud cover, but some sun breaking through as we check in with our chief meteorologist, Paul Williams.
From that same view, we're looking at the cloud cover, true, but we're at temperature of 58 degrees. It's actually a bit cooler for the folks in Ocean City than all the rest of our locations. Now, with Ocean City in mind specifically, we're going to drop to 57 degrees with clearing skies for the rest of the night with relatively light winds. We do have a coastal flood statement that's active for Accomack, Dorchester, Somerset, and Wacomico. Now, this is all connected to the high tide that we're talking about. So places like Cambridge, Bethpage, Hoopersville, Nanticoke, Deal Island, next to the water, that's connected to you guys, and that's where this advisory or the statement is really about. Generally speaking, we're staying pretty clear for right now because we have high pressure that's dominating our weather. So as far as our day part forecast for tomorrow is concerned, we're going to ride into the 70s by lunchtime. And believe it or not, we're going to get close to 80 degrees as early as tomorrow. Some places will clock an 80-degree day. We'll talk about that in more detail as we pinpoint that for you. But for right now, back to you, Charlie.
We're keeping an eye on it, Paul. Thank you. Long-term plans can be heard at DelDOT's workshop for the 5 Points intersection in Lewis. The focus of this open house is the 5 Points transportation study. DelDOT says people attending the workshop will receive insights into the results of the 2023 study and the upcoming project schedules. A staff will also be available to discuss the study and answer questions about it. The event taking place on June 11th at Cape Henlopen High School in the cafeteria. The Milton Police Department is currently accepting applications for full-time police officers in the rapidly growing town of Milton. Candidates must be U.S. citizens, at least 21 years old, and possess a high school diploma or GED. The starting salary for non-certified recruits is nearly $54,000, with potential changes pending contract negotiations. Benefits include a state pension, comprehensive insurance plans, and training opportunities. Applicants must be getting their applications in by July 1st. We have more news to get to this evening. Important parking information for visitors of the Rehoboth Beach Farmers Market, what you need to know and how you can avoid fines.
And we're going to have a lot of moisture in the atmosphere for tonight, so fog might be a bit of a problem, but we're going to heat up and we're going to talk about this flood statement as well.
But first, clothing our kids. It's seeing a surge in demand. How this nonprofit is making a difference for Sussex County children. We'll be back right after the break.
Shop the Memorial Day mattress sale at Johnny Janasic and find premium mattresses starting at just $29 a month. Plus, get 0% APR for 60 months, a $300 gift card, and free local delivery. Going on now at Johnny Janasic.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
Shop the Memorial Day mattress sale at Johnny Janasic and find premium mattresses starting at just $29 a month. Plus, get 0% APR for 60 months, a $300 gift card, and free local delivery. Going on now at Johnny Janasic.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Clothing Our Kids, a local nonprofit organization, has been providing new clothes to children in Sussex County who need it the most. They've been doing it for over a decade. Telemundo Delmarva and Coast TV News reporter Ana Sofia Roman show us how their efforts continue to grow as the poverty rate goes up.
Bob Bluin has been with Clothing Our Kids for almost 10 years. Since the organization was founded in 2012, they have had their hands full helping Sussex County families clothe their children, but Bluin says their workload has increased.
We're seeing a definite uptick in the orders for the children from the nurses, the counselors, and the teachers in the pre-K, elementary, and middle school. And then just recently, we started serving one high school, so we're going to be starting to serve the other high schools come next year.
3/4 of the way through the 2023-2024 school year, Clothing Our Kids has distributed 34% more in apparel and supported 13% more students over March last year.
Our number one goal is them to feel good about going to school, feel good about the teacher, the nurse, the counselor that gives them the clothing, because we don't give them the clothing. The person who orders the clothes through the school gives it to the child. And that way they're cementing that relationship with their teachers, their nurses, their counselors. And so we want them to feel good about going to school. We want them to feel good about staying in school, and that's the number one thing.
The nonprofit organization has about 100 volunteers who buy new clothes, prepare the orders, and deliver them to the schools.
When the numbers come in and we fill the orders, we feel very good about it, but we're also very sad that we're in this situation. But by filling that gap, we are indeed providing for not just the students, but also the teachers and the community in general, because those kids need to be in school.
Changing children's lives through clothing. In Millsboro, Ana Sofia Roman, Coast TV News.
To learn how you can contribute to this nonprofit organization, visit our website, coasttvnews.com.
Well, I'll tell you something, in light of just how wonderful it's going to be, listen, we are expecting for absolutely perfect golf weather. 77 degrees, mostly sunny skies, and guess what? This is your chance for that hole-in-one you've been telling everybody you really hit, but you know you really didn't do that, right?
Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app today. Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH Fur's Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
Trade in your spring cleaning gloves for a mold-resistant, easy-to-maintain tub or shower with Coastal Bath, the #1 Bath Planet dealer in the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic region, with countless 5-star reviews, including best of the best in the nation, and backed by the Good Housekeeping Seal 2-year money-back guarantee. Spring savings time, enjoy 18 months of no payments and no interest, plus $1,500 off your new bathroom remodel. Why wait? You too can have a 5-star bathroom. Call Coastal Bath today for your free estimate.
The Subaru car has been an awesome change. It is definitely something that's reliable, safe. Gateway Subaru had what I was looking for. The dealership was just wonderful to deal with. Gateway really nailed it, and you didn't feel pressured. They were more compassionate, willing to work with you. So Gateway provided me with the cross-check that I needed, and I'm very comfortable with. Walked out with the keys in the car the same day, and it's been running beautifully. And I love my Subaru.
It's Alton Brothers Memorial Day sale this Friday, Saturday, and Monday. Save 15 to 50% off store-wide, even on our most popular collections like Health and Wellness and the Fluffy Collection. Plus, get a free Fluffy throw with any Fluffy furniture purchase. All in stock Restonic mattresses now 25% off, with local delivery for just $47. Want to save more? Bring your truck and load up clearance items up to 75% off. Friday, Saturday, and Monday at Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury, furnishing Delmarva for over 75 years.
Spring is fading fast. No more waiting. It's time to get the deck of your dreams started. Paul Davis will design, build, or resurface any size deck with the highest quality materials.
Our AZAC decks are scratch, fade, and insect resistant with a lifetime warranty. We'll bring the showroom to you, provide you same-day estimates, handle permitting, and guide you through the HOA approvals.
Save big. Enjoy 20% off plus a $1,000 gift card free towards outdoor furniture from Donaway when you invest in your new deck. Call Paul Davis for a free estimate.
Weather brought to you by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts. Here to help now.
Well, somebody must have said, rain, rain, go away, coming back another day. Well, that other day is going to be Thursday, okay, just in case you were wondering. Our Hershey's exterior camera in Ocean City. It's a little cooler in Ocean City, by the way, with the dew point temperatures at 56, air temperatures at 58. So we have a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, so we're going to watch out for the possibility of a little patchy fog late tonight going into tomorrow morning. But aside from that, we're actually going to have a clearing skyline to a certain extent as temperatures still stay in the 50s. Now, we're in the 50s along the coast, 58 in Rehoboth, Indian River Inlet, or Bethany Beach. But as you go farther inland, we're at 67 in Milton, but we're at 76 in Redden and 71 in Georgetown, as well as Del Mar and 73 in Salisbury. Coastal flood statement is in effect for Accomack, Dorchester, Somerset, and Wacomico. Now, the reason why is because this is connected to the high tide, and we've been seeing a lot of these lately, to be quite honest, and it is connected to climate change. It is connected to changes happening, the polar caps, and a lot of all of that other stuff that goes into the calculation. Bottom line is, this is not prompted by heavy rain on the way. This is what's already here in place, and the tide is rising to the point of being concerned about flooding. High pressure controlling our weather for right now, so we will see a clearing that will occur for tonight going into tomorrow morning. Temperatures right now, we're at 66, for example, for the high in Ocean City today, but 73 in Georgetown, which is about 2 degrees away from the norm for this time of the year. We're about 3 to 5 degrees warmer now than we were 24 hours ago. But overall, we're still expecting lots of sunshine for tomorrow, and the wind's out of the southeast, okay? So even though we'll be cooler in Rehoboth at 64, we're going to warm to 80 in Seaford, for example, as early as tomorrow. 80 in Easton and in Federalsburg, 79 Vienna. We'll call that 80. How's that? But overall, we're going to be cooler in Ocean City, 66, 71 in Berlin, 77 in Salisbury, Princess Anne, and 71 in Crisfield. What are we expecting Wednesday morning? Wednesday morning, we start off, and Wednesday afternoon, pardon me, we're going to be at 78 degrees along the highway, 80 in Willards, 81 in Salisbury. Wednesday night at 7 o'clock, the winds are out of the south, and will be in the 70s. Our muggy meter, listen, how muggy are we going to get? We're going to start filling the muggies by Wednesday going into Thursday. Thursday, we're looking for a chance of rain along with the temperatures in the 80s. You see, Wednesday, northern parts will start at 55. Wednesday afternoon, we're in the 80s, inland, 60s along the shore, winds out of the south going into Wednesday night. Here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling extended forecast. We go from 77 up to 84 Wednesday, up to nice toasty 87 degrees, near 90 on Thursday. Now, because it's going to be so warm Thursday, we'll keep a close eye and see if those thunderstorms become a little ornery, so to speak. We'll keep a close eye on it for you.
Hey, and with good weather, think about this. The Rehoboth Beach Farmers Market, open on Tuesdays in Grove Park, wants to remind visitors of the parking restrictions that exist in the area. Even though parking meters went into effect May 15th, parking is free during market hours on the following streets: Henlopen Avenue, Columbia Avenue, Sussex Streets, and the cross streets, the Visitors Center parking lot. However, the market says there's no parking allowed on Grove Street, and shoppers parking at a meter are still required to pay that meter. The market is open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. each Tuesday until October 29th.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
It's state tournament time for Delaware and Maryland high school athletes. In girls lacrosse tomorrow, it's a Henlopen battle in one state semifinal between Cape Henlopen and Sussex Academy. The Seahawks will try to avenge a 19-6 regular season loss to the Vikings. Cape has won 12 state championships overall, but is eager to get another shot after falling in the state finals by 1 goal to Tatnall last year. In the other state semifinal, Caesar Rodney takes on Tatnall after defeating Tower Hill 11-9 in the state quarterfinals. To 3A Maryland baseball, Stephen Decatur is back in the state semifinals for the second straight year, facing number 5 Chesapeake tomorrow at Joe Cannon Stadium in Hanover, Maryland at 4 p.m. In the quarterfinals, Decatur defeated Northern 3-0 behind a complete game shutout from Lucas Loring. The Bayside champion Seahawks are going for their first state finals appearance in program history. And tonight on the Final Score, check out highlights from Sussex Central softball facing Lake Forest in the Henlopen Conference Championship. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night.
Soaring Over the Shore is sponsored by Morse Roofing and Siding.
Full of rich history and now a beautiful place for the entire community to enjoy, Canal Front Park is a fixture in the first town in the first state.
3 acres are home to 22 dock slips, scenic overlooks, a playground, and history with the Lightship Overfalls. For many in Lewis, the waterfront walkways and greenery offer a bit of peace and quiet, even on busy summer days. Though during peak season, Canal Front Park is home to movies, concerts, and even yoga. This has been a social site since 1631, when the earliest Dutch settlers built their homes and fishermen launched their ships here. Now it's a place to stay healthy and social, with Little League, basketball, tennis, and pickleball, plenty of places to enjoy waterfront life in Lewis, whether you're on the water or adjacent to it.
Hey, hon.
Are you coming to the job site?
No, I'm a little tied up right now.
I thought you had the next one.
I got the next one.
Morris Home Improvement is your local family and veteran-owned exterior renovation contractor, and we strive to provide the highest quality work with exceptional customer service every time. After this, you got the next one.
Okay, I'm on board with that. Gotta go. Fish on. Serving Sussex County, there's good.
There's better.
And then there's Morris.
Don't miss the Memorial Day outdoor furniture sale at Johnny Janosic. Get 20% off our everyday low prices or choose 0% APR financing for 60 months for a limited time only at Johnny Janosic.
Lowe's knows you're kicking off summer hosting, so we're kicking off summer savings. Shop deals for every gathering this Memorial Day and get savings on all the items you need to jumpstart the season. And with the My Lowe's Rewards credit card, you can save 5% every day. Shop now at Lowe's.
You headed over to the Smith job?
I'm on it, boss.
Already? Didn't you just quote them?
That's how we roll.
All Exteriors has same-day and Saturday appointments to explain options and give you a quote on the spot.
Now your new roofing or siding is installed without delay.
Get your home cookout ready now with 55% off roofing and siding materials and
and payments as low as $99 a month. Call All Exteriors today for a free inspection. Roofing, siding, gutters, railing, decking, and windows, serving Maryland and Delaware.
Have fun and enjoy Delmarva's Coast with Petey the Peacock, sharing joy coast-wide. Know where he's going to be next and get his free coloring book at peteythepeacock.com. Sponsored by Tidal Health.
Shop the Memorial Day mattress sale at Johnny Janosic and find premium mattresses starting at just $29 a month. Plus, get 0% APR for 60 months, a $300 gift card, and free local delivery. Going on now at Johnny Janosic.
This summer, pack your bags and head to Ocean City, Maryland for free family fun all summer long. Watch beach movies, build sandcastles, and gaze at colorful kites, all completely free. Bust a move from the beach to the bay with beach dance parties, Sunset Park party nights, and Sundays in the park with fireworks, all completely free. Enjoy arts and crafts, discover Ocean City's history, and be in awe of acrobatic stunts at the circus, all completely free. So get going. Family memories are waiting to be made in Ocean City, Maryland. Plan your trip now at OCOcean.com.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Saving a life one pint at a time, the Blood Bank of Delmarva began its 4th annual Blood for a Brew Monday at Dogfish Head in Milton. The bank says this summer-long initiative aims to encourage young and first-time blood donors. This is especially important as school breaks and family vacations cause up to a 25% decline in donations. That says the bank. A list of other dates and participating locations can be found on CoastTV.com.
All right, so we take a look at our gutter helmet, camera, and ocean view. We're holding at 57 degrees at this present time. Dew point temperature of 54, so only a 3-degree difference between air temperature and the measure of moisture content in the atmosphere. So we have a lot of moisture hovering, so we're going to watch out for a chance of some fog late tonight. We'll drop and stay in the mid-50s for the rest of the night. We do have coastal flood advisory in effect for all the areas from Cambridge to Nanticoke, Deal Island over towards Salisbury. That's all connected to the high tide. So with that in mind, keep up with your forecast. Call us at 443-880-9100. Your forecast, just a call away. Sponsored by Baird Mandela's, Brockstead, and Federico. And here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast.
Thank you, Paul, and thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6. We're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.